Hi, my name is Jerusha Tedder, and this is for Ms. Curitan's Learning Theory, ED 3223. I've chosen to do my presentation on motivation because I feel like this is a vital element to a successful classroom. The Princeton University Dictionary describes motivation as the psychological feature that arouses an organism to action toward a desired goal. There are different types of theories on motivation, and many theorists have emphatically studied it and the effects it had on developing students. Some of the major theories to come from the in-depth studies are Maslow's hierarchy of need, the attribution theory, the behavior theory, and the expectancy value theory. Maslow's hierarchy of need includes physiological needs, which are food, water, shelter, and warmth; safety needs, which includes security, stability, and freedom from fear; belonging and love, which are friends, family, spouses, and lovers; self-esteem, which is achievements, mastery, recognition, respect; and self-actualization, which is pursuing inner talents, creativity, and fulfillment. The bottom three levels of his hierarchy are deficiency needs. The upper two levels are the growth needs. The growth needs include the need to know and understand, the need to enjoy aesthetic qualities, and the need to reach self-actualization. The basis of Maslow's theory is, if the basic needs such as food, clothes, shelter, safety, and love are not met, a child will live in a survival mode state and not be able to fully develop any motivation beyond obtaining those specific needs. Once those needs are met, the child can then switch their motivation to focus more on growth than just survival. The attribution theory is defined by Hayter as the way that individuals envision the success or failure of their own behavior and the behavior of others. There are three defining characteristics of this theory. One is the internal or external locus of control, the stability or instability, and the control or uncontrolled aspects. Behavioral learning theory is refined by John B. Watson and is based on the notion that reinforced specific behaviors will most likely be repeated, while punished behaviors will start to decline. Next is the expectancy value theory. This is based on the relationship between what the students expect the reward to be and the exertion placed to obtain that reward. Motivation occurs when an individual believes they can achieve something, either through hard work, skill, ability, or a combination of all three. The overly high probability of success is an aspect of the expectancy value theory. This shows to be an adverse reaction towards motivation. If an individual believes a goal is too easy to obtain, they won't put forth much effort in regards to meeting that goal. There are different factors and expressions that affect motivation, some of which are self-regulated learning strategies, achievement motivation, learned helplessness, and anxiety. Self-regulated learners are highly motivated individuals that organize and carry out their learning plans. Some specific self-regulated learning strategies are taught through social modeling, goal setting, and feedback. Social modeling showcases other students' self-regulating abilities and gives tangible evidence to other students. Goal setting is creating a workable plan to reach individual goals. And feedback lets the students know how they are progressing towards meeting those goals. Achievement motivation. Students will with achievement motivation will work hard to succeed. These students contain an internal locus of control and blame any failure on their lack of ability or skill. This action will instill an even greater drive to succeed. Learned helplessness is on the other end of the spectrum. This is an extreme form of the motive to avoid failure. This helplessness comes from the feeling that nothing the individual does will ever be good enough and that he or she is doomed to fail. This is rooted in the thought process that if a student never sets a goal, then he will never be able to miss meeting that goal. Specific symptoms include loss of interest, sleep problems, psychomotor problems, severe depression, and poor concentration. Anxiety is a negative factor that affects motivation. Fear of failure is a significant source of this stress. Students with anxiety are at a higher risk of developing low self-esteem, and students are overly self-conscious in performance settings. There are different ways teachers can help facilitate motivation. One is cultivating intrinsic motivation, next supplying extrinsic motivation, then maintaining curiosity, and developing a culture of learning. One way a teacher can encourage motivation in the classroom is through cultivating intrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation is an energizing of behavior that comes from within an individual, out of will and interest for the activity at hand. No external rewards are required to incite the intrinsically motivated person into action. The prize is the behavior itself. Certain ways to encourage intrinsic motivation include arousing and keeping student interest about the subject at hand, creating a supportive class that inspires students to set and meet their own educational goals, providing specific and frequent feedback, and praising students for specific actions and behaviors. Extrinsic motivation relies on external reward systems. This must be used with extreme caution and discretion. Material rewards should be based on effort and personal progress, not only on high achievement. Certain types of extrinsic motivation include praise, extra playtime, recognition, special privileges, and material rewards. Maintaining curiosity in the classroom is one way that teachers can encourage motivation. By pricking students' interests with a compelling subject matter or engaging them in the learning process, teachers make the subject applicable and personable. Developing a culture of learning is vital for a successful classroom. Teachers must develop a place that puts the highest value on the learning process, not just on grades. Teachers must build a safe and supportive classroom environment that involves mutual respect between the teacher and the students. Educators need to support their students emotionally and academically and do all they can to make sure that their basic needs are met. By expressing beliefs of exceptional academic and character success and creating intriguing and essential questions, a teacher can help enrich and strengthen a child's motivation to reach and exceed the goals set before them. As Albert Einstein once said, education is not the learning of facts, but the training of the mind to think. Thank you.